Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to, you guessed it, another model horse unboxing. These guys, I'm super excited about them. So obviously you've seen the thumbnail. Today we're going to be looking at the new-ish WIA horses that are sold by Model Third Versland. So these guys have been like, since they came out, I was, oh my god, I love them, obviously, as I do with most of the WIA ones. They came out in May, I believe, but I tend to wait with Model Third Versland till I can do like a bundle order because obviously the shipping's more expensive and if you're only buying two. So I have another thing in this box that will be a separate video that I'm so excited about. But it did give me the chance to order the WIA Mustangs. So these are Birdie and Boone. They're a Mustang Mare and Foal set, and let's have a look at them. You can see the mystery thing. This will be in a separate video, but I am so excited about this. This is a grail. But we do also have... Oh, they're very pretty. I'll get the box out of the way. So these are the two Mustang Mare and Foal sets. This is the first time WIA have done a Mare and Foal set. So if you don't know about them, they're a model horse company. They were started by Model Third Versland. And they're about, I don't know, 20-ish, I want to say. I'm going to have to find out and I'll add it because I'm going to be wrong. But the main reason I love these guys, I have most of them. I used to be like completionist, get them all, but I'm not anymore because they've had a couple that I've not been so keen on. But these guys are so nicely sculpted. They use their sculptures like Bridget Burl's done quite a few, Morgan Kilburn. These guys are sculpted by Break the Mold Studio, which is another really well-known like sculpting studio. Really nice work. And for people like me that can't afford resins, don't want to get resins because I'm too clumsy, these are really nice ways to own like some really nice detailed sculpts in a scale that I really like. Like these are 1/18th scale, I believe. So they're meant to be slightly bigger than Schleich, but in reality they are sort of the same size. I don't think they're quite true to scale. But yeah. These guys were introduced in May 2025, and obviously I had to get both colours. So let's have a little look at them just in the packaging. I really do like the way they package these guys. I have had issues in the past. These guys are really quite cheap for what they are. Like I think these sets, they were €16. I'll put on the screen how many pounds that is. And the individual horses without the foals are usually like €9, I want to say. So as a result, they're quite cheap, you know, for what they are. So the packaging can be not brilliant. Like I've had one that's arrived with half an ear missing, which is not ideal. But they do come in these like blister pack things, so they are usually pretty well protected. And like I order them from Model Third Versland and they always package really well. You can also buy them from Triple Mountain Model Horses in the US, and I think Pony Club Store in the UK does them as well, but I don't know if they have. I don't think they're very up to date on like the newest releases. And yeah, so I just, if you're in the UK and you want these, I just buy them from Germany, to be honest. But yeah, let's have a little looky, get them out of the packaging and have a little looky at them closer up. I'm going to start with the set that I'm most excited about, which is this Bay Pinto Mare and Foal, especially the mare. So I've got the skizzers. Let's see if we can get in there. They're usually pretty easy to unpackage. I'm expecting a bit of tape around the side, but I don't actually know if there is. They might just come straight. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, they come straight out then. Nice and simple. They all come with these little stands. That is because they're quite heavy, although this guy actually feels a bit lighter. But certainly the earlier releases are really heavy, so their legs bend over time because they're actually sculpted, like properly sculpted. Like Schleich and Collect A, especially in recent years, have this thing of they have to have really thick legs, and that is just because they need to stand up and they need to not warp over time. Whereas these guys, because these are more like anatomically correct sculpts, the material does often warp over time because the top half is so much heavier than the legs. So that's something to look out for, but they do come with these little stands. And I've never had that much of a problem with bending them back again. But that would be a problem like if you bought them to customize, obviously, because then you'd wreck the paint. But anyway, let's get this gal out, and she is so pretty. She's got like a little bit of glitter or something on her. As I said, these are not like sold as like show quality. If you'd want to show them, I think you'd have to get a few, to be honest. Just like you would with any other model horse brand. Like you want to buy a Brayer out the box, brand new in box, then like the chances of it being mint are probably not likely. So the floors aren't that bad. Apart from the one that I got that was missing half a year. That was an issue. But this girl is so pretty. I love this walking pose. I know there's been a few comments about like how you can see ribs and stuff, but at the end of the day, she's meant to represent a Mustang mare out, a wild horse. Like they're not going to look like your typical horsey that you see in a field. You know, they're going to be ribby. But she has a really gorgeous face, just walking along. She's got a little hair swirl on her face, I've just noticed, which is absolutely adorable. And this is definitely a favourite. It's a really, really pretty pony. So I'll do like a little close-up at the end of the video where I'll show you a little bit more glamour shots, but this is a really pretty sculpt. And I love like the wispy mane as well. Like, you'd have to be really careful because that will break quite easily, but it's so nice. And this mare is so pretty. She's really gorgeous. And I can't see any major faults with her other than a little bit of glitter, which, you know, she's a sparkly pony. And my table isn't straight, so this probably won't work, but you can see the stand just pops on like that. And I'm going to lay her down actually, just in case. And we'll take a little look at the foal. So this is, like I said earlier, this is the first foal that WIA have done. And he's so tiny. For some reason, I wasn't expecting him. Obviously, he's going to be small. This foal is not my favourite sculpt. I definitely prefer the mare. He just looks a bit odd. I know he's meant to be leggy. Obviously, he's a foal. It's realistic. It's very realistic. But his legs do just look a little bit off to me. But he's still really, really sweet. Again, he's got a really nice little face. Really nice paint job. Again, there's a couple of like small little scuffs, but nothing that you would not expect out of any model horse brand. Like even if you buy a $160 Premier Club model from Brayer, they can come with much worse floors than that. So really cute little sculpt. Again, super cute little face, really nice paint job. And let's take a look at the other Mare and Foal set. So I very much preferred that bay pinto, but I did buy both colours because I did also really like this buckskin, and I really like the sculpt, so I want to get as many as I can, basically. But I'm assuming this is just going to pop off. I'm actually going to do it off screen so that the model doesn't fall out. But yeah, they didn't even have tape on that time. That just popped off, which is absolutely fine. And there goes the stand, obviously. And let's have a look at these pair. We'll start with the foal this time, shall we? Mix it up a bit. So this is a little light coloured buckskin foal. Again, really, really cute. Just something just with that sculpt that I'm not quite so keen on. But it is like a really nice detailed sculpt. And a really nice little pony. So we'll put that one over there. And then have a look at the mare, which is, again, the main reason I really do like this mare. I love it when they do, model horse brands do, like, just chilled out ponies that are just, like, walking. Like, I think there's always a thing about we've got to make them flashy. Like, they've got to be jumping or dancing or something. So I really do appreciate just a horse walking down a field. It's this mold sort of reminds me of, like, Brayer's traditional Indian pony. Like, which is a sculpt I absolutely love because it's just like chilled pony, like my pony walks down to me, like walking down the field or something. You know, not flashy or anything, but really, really sweet. They also come with these little like foam things in to stop the legs warping in shipping, which is very much appreciated. But anyway, this is the buckskin with those like sooty, I can't remember what they're called, marks. And this is another really, really well done pony. I can see this one does have a rub. Doesn't bother me too much because, as I said, these are reasonably priced. They're not. I'm not expecting them to come mint, but that is again something that's worth noting if you want to buy these. I've also had a few like this one. I don't know if you can see there, but that have that like that's just like that. That's an actual mold floor rather than a. I don't know if the other one has it actually. No, the other one doesn't. So, but it is just like it's actually in the mold. It's not a scratch. It's like actually part of the. Was a mess up during the sculpting process, during the like mold making process. Even not the sculpting process. These guys are really nicely sculpted. Yeah, and she's also got a little bit of a messy sock there, but not that big of a deal. And a really, really pretty face. I've been waiting for these guys for, as I said, ages because they came out in May, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait until I can find something else to order them with. And I'm being really picky with the model horse purchases at the moment, especially with Breakfast just around the corner. So yeah, when these guys finally popped up with another thing that I wanted, I was like, yep, go on then. Might as well. And you can see they're marked on the bottom. They're marked www.wia.d and they're made in China. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys some glamour shots of these guys. But these guys are so cool, really nicely done. I highly recommend. I'll put the link of where to get them in the description. And yeah, be sure to check them out. They do loads of different models. They're all super, super cool. Not all my cup of tea personally, but a lot of them are. As I said, I have most of them. And yeah, I'll add some glamour shots at the end so you can enjoy these guys in full glory without my hands and this background. So thank you very much for watching.